Hey you guys, so I wanted to take a second and talk about toddler tantrums. And I'm not talking about 2 and 3 year olds, I'm talking about the tantrums that start at like a year and a half. Everyone says, oh, it's the um, terrible twos coming early, but really it's not. It's very normal for about 13 months to 18 months to start throwing tantrums. In fact, they can start to throw tantrums even earlier than that. But it's a very weird stage of parenting, I think, because they are starting to develop their own personalities and they're getting a will and a voice of their own, and they're realizing that they have a voice. Um, I know for my daughter in particular, who is almost 17 months old now, she is physically able to do almost everything. Like, she can run, she can climb, she can get into everything. And so physically she's capable, but mentally she doesn't really understand how dangerous things can be for her. So it's a very challenging stage. And for me personally, I have practiced attachment parenting since she was born. So I typically didn't like to let her cry. Especially as a newborn, it's like if she cries, then she needs something, and I'm going to figure out what it is, and I'm going to do it because I want to meet those needs. I don't want her to cry. But now she is starting to, with the tantrums and stuff, I am not going to just come to the rescue anymore. If it's a safety issue, obviously, yes. If it's I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, something's hurt, okay, yes, I am still there right away. But if it's just a tantrum, like I want to drink your coffee and you won't let me, so I'm going to throw a huge fit, okay, no, I'm not going to come to your rescue. And there are lots of ways to handle these sort of things and these tantrums. And one thing, though, that I read, it was an article here recently, and it was about ways to get through it. And it was an analogy about a train going through a tunnel. And that really stuck with me. And it was something that I think I really needed to hear, because it's definitely ingrained in me to, when she cries, come to the rescue. But I know that with tantrums, that's not the best way to handle them. You don't want to just give them everything that they want, obviously, because I don't want a spoiled little brat. No offense to anyone. But I need to learn to let her go through this tunnel of emotions and get it out. And, so she can get to the end of the tunnel, to the light of the tunnel on her own, and figure out how to deal with those feelings. And we have to remember what they're going through. They're just starting to really feel those big emotions and those really big feelings, and they don't know exactly how to deal with them. And so that, is where, sorry, that is where the tantrums come in. And that's, when we start to see those type of behaviors. So, for me personally, I make sure she knows I'm there for her when she's throwing a tantrum. Sometimes I'll rub her back. Sometimes she wants to be held. Sometimes I just let her sit and throw her tantrum. And, that's kind of the way I'm dealing with it now. But I think, for us parents, it can get really frustrating and really difficult if we don't have the right mindset. So, I guess the way that I'm looking at it is she is just, starting to develop a voice, and she's learning how to express herself with these big feelings that, she maybe isn't used to having. And so I'm letting her get her feelings out and get through the tunnel however she needs to. And I am helping her every step of the way. And now she's waking up from a nap. So that's all I'm going to say about the toddler tantrums. Thanks for watching.